This is a story about how two lesbian nuns got the LGBTQ community riled up and successfully win their green card application. Let's get to it. Hi everyone, my name is Joseph. I'm the managing partner here at Zahn Associates. We solve legal problems with creative solutions. So the legal problem in this case is that these two individuals, two lesbian nuns, just has such an atypical case that USCIS did not know how to adjudicate it. Let me give you the background. Both the US citizen and the foreigner were originally from this small Pacific island. The foreigner entering the US on a B1, B2 visa for tourism, and then decided to get married to her sister. Well, not her sister, but her sister. Back in their home country, same-sex marriages were illegal. It was frowned upon by the culture, from her faith community, and from both of their family. And that's just the beginning. And you can imagine how difficult it is to prepare this case. We had to prove that entering the US was for a tourist reason, and then they changed their plans after 90 days because they decided to get married in the US. Did I mention they're both in their 50s? They were friends, they were colleagues, and now they're taking it one step further to become a joint marital union. They don't have any joint documents. They held a small little private wedding. They don't want a lot of people to attend. Their family members and friends don't really know. So they had so little documentation to prove that their marriage is real. They can't be open about it. And you can understand that. They live an extremely private lifestyle. Let's not even talk about social media. They don't even take pictures. Their occupations are not a high salary. They don't have high income. They don't have a joint property. They have like one beat up car, I think, but between the two of them. They're renters. It's just a very difficult case to prove. And so understandably, after we filed the application, when they were seeing a USCIS officer at the interview, the officer just didn't know how to adjudicate this case. And so during the process of the interview, asked the two of them to see each other and to give their vows to each other to determine if their marriage is real, and then actually had them kiss in front of the officer. So we documented everything, and then the interview ended, and the officer pulled me aside and says, you know, USCIS really tries to adjudicate cases with the same background. But how are you gonna find a USCIS officer that interviews 45 applications from the Pacific Islands that's a lesbian and a nun? It's just really, really hard. And they had to be 40, 50 years old. It's just crazy. So the officer just had to hold the application. And we were afraid that they were gonna put it under fraud investigation because that's gonna drag out the case for another 2-3 years. But the LGBTQ community found out about this particular incident, having their people kiss each other in front to prove that their love is genuine. So they were upset. They told me that they were willing to write a letter. We got the letter, we filed it, and then USCIS approved the case pretty quickly because, you know, there's no direct causal relationship. It could have been directly approved, but at least temporally it happened that way. I know USCIS loves these letter recommendations, and a lot of government agencies do, because if another agency, if another community already issued and already reviewed the case, well, then they can rely upon that. Now, it's not like a complete reliance, but it helps. So in the face of very, very few joint documents, another group was able to attest that their relationship was genuine. And so, now, taking a step back, the letter wasn't focused on that their marriage was real. The letter was focused on how inappropriate it is that USCIS had to force two people to kiss to prove the love was real. But nonetheless, that we use that letter to explain how the marriage is real. And so at the end of the day, the USCIS approved the case. The clients are extremely happy. It's such a rare case with so many different complexities, but hopefully you found this helpful. If you have any questions about same-sex marriage cases, would love to talk to you about it. Take care. Bye-bye.